All right, welcome everybody. Happy Monday, which means we are doing the Euro dive, and here there's a lot of transfer news and a lot of transfers going on in general. If you want to get a little bit more of an in-depth dive on the whole Newcastle shenanigans, German Dave goes out on a walk in the dark out in the German night and breaks that down. Link in this description here, so you can click that up. But some of the aftermath and some of the potential follow-ups with some of the moves that are going, and as well as Manchester United ends up making the news this past couple of days with a bunch of outgoing and big ingoing. So here to break it down is the two Daves. One of them is sick, so we'll have him introduce himself last. Maple Dave, talk to him.
So yeah, I'm not the sick one today. Guys, like, subscribe. Down in the description, X, Instagram, Discord, Spotify. All the links are down there. Hit all the buttons. Hit them all. Doesn't matter. Just smash all of them. Give them all a big thumbs up for German Dave here, because he ain't feeling so hot tonight, and he's still pounding through here at almost 2 a.m.
Thank you,
2 a.m.
guys. That's
All
very
right.
kind of you, man. It's sick Dave today, and yeah, man, I'll power through it.
All right, so let's power through. Premier League heavy today. It's coming in hard. We're gonna start with the guy I still haven't quite figured out how to pronounce his name properly. Mbeumo.
Mbuemo.
Blamo.
Is my wild guess at it. So
So
yeah,
I apologize. I can't say his name.
Watches
But
the video, comments on there. What the fuck?
here he is. Quite the beard as well. So
Oh, good Lord.
25-year-old, 5-year contract.
That caption's bait.
It's what?
That caption is so bait. Oh, it's so corny. Go up.
Yeah, we actually made fun of this before you. Yeah, we've made fun of this already. I wore this shirt growing up. That's the first thing I made fun of when I saw this article.
Says every Juventus transfer ever.
Says every transfer ever. Yeah. So this is big money. 65 million pounds, 5-year +1. Going to Manchester United. German Dave. Sickly, tell us how this goes.
Sickly.
so no, Mbeumo. Sorry, I was struggling a couple of times with the name. I sincerely apologize. No, but he is a very good Premier League winger / striker because he often plays in that right half space. Honestly, pretty close, like Mohamed Salah style, cutting in and like curling balls into the net from outside the box, sometimes dribbling into the box, and having a good striker in Jan Visa. Was it Jan? Jan Visa next to him at Brentford. And yeah, the man scored 20 goals, 7 assists, man, at Brentford, which is incredible. And by the way, started 38 games and played 38 games out of 38.
34, 14
So
minutes played last year. It's quite a bit.
yeah.
I mean, his
And
goals are good. Nothing else is
no,
really good, but his goals are good.
yeah. No, but he is strictly an offensive player, right? Like you will not expect a lot of defensive work for him. But this Manchester United team struggled to score goals. And they desperately needed a winger just plainly an attacker like him, right? They need his output, and quite frankly, like for the last couple of years, like he has been one of the best ones, like on the consistent basis, at least like the last 2 years. The last season was his best one, but the 2 seasons before that, I believe he had above 15 GA combined as well, and now this season 27 GAs. So that's a good transfer. And on top of that, we didn't cover that, but Manchester United side Matheus Cunha as well, Brazilian attacking midfielder, like such an all-rounder, like at Hertha Berlin back then, because he played for Hertha Berlin, ironically. He played as a striker. Then when he moved to Atletico, they used him as a left, like half space midfielder, like kind of where Griezmann right now is playing. Yeah, that Wolverhampton like turned into a striker again, / attacker / half space. Like both of them are all-rounders around the box. And yeah, that's what Manchester United needs. And Matheus Cunha as well, like 15 goals, 6 assists. Played 33 games, not as much as Mbeumo, of course, but good for Manchester United. They need this goal output, especially if they have a donkey like Højlund up front. So but they're looking for a striker as well. So let's see what they will do in that sense. But most important still for Manchester United is they need a midfielder, man. They can't go into another season with Casemiro as a holding midfielder next to Bruno Fernandes. And honestly, in my opinion, even Bruno Fernandes is not even good enough
It's two
in
guys
that
that can't
age role
run.
because he's so offensive minded, you know. And they need work rate in that midfield.
Yeah.
Like in the last couple of years, like Amorim had players like Morten Hjulmand, who ironically, like Juventus fans want him, but he's a pretty expensive player, and they don't realize that. Or Manuel Ugarte, and though they are very physical, like holding midfielders, and that's the style he usually played. So they need to figure out something with the midfield, but all around, man, good business for Manchester United. Maybe slightly overpaid, but I don't know. It's the Premier League market, man. They have the money, even though Manchester United is one of the most broke teams in the
Yeah.
Premier League,
Look,
unfortunately.
though, comp wise, it's a Nico Gonzalez type player, offensive unit. I mean, like, for example, 66 goals scored. He's contributed to 27 of them, so nearly 50% of their goals scored in the entire
Which
season.
Nico? Which Nico?
Gonzalez, Fiorentina, Nico Gonzalez.
There's
Okay.
people out there don't know that Nico Gonzalez. The people that
Oh,
are
come on.
I mean, there's
the Premier
multiples.
League, the Premier League people that we hope will watch this at some point don't know that Nico Gonzalez from Fiorentina. Trust me.
I mean, from play style, it's a comp. That's why I'm just saying. But yeah,
yeah. By
Listen, I thought
style,
Nico
you're
Gonzalez
right.
was a Puerto Rican baseball player at first. All right, so I mean,
all right.
Man,
Next player.
they were confusing for the Manchester City Nico Gonzalez.
okay, Dash, say his name before we move on.
I am not saying his name. We're moving on.
Manchester United hits it again with Rashford going to Barcelona.
This one's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very interesting transfer because I know. Well, I mean, Barcelona fans are just delusional in general. Bam! Barcelona joke of the show. But they are under the impression that Mr. Flick will turn this guy into a machine. I'm curious to see how that works, but I don't know because for me, I just don't think that Rashford has much legs left in him. So, I mean, if Flick turns him into a machine, power to him. But again, Barcelona's main need is defense. They have not brought in any defenders that are actually decent. That is why they got knocked out in the Champions League and will continue not to do well. Like, congratulations. La Liga's not much of an accomplishment, especially since Real Madrid is going to be in some growing pains. So, La Liga should be a given based off of continuity aspect from it. But if you guys are looking for the continental stuff, you're not going to get it with Marcus Rashford because you guys need center backs, and he is not a center back.
No, and 35 million euros.
Dash always cooking Barcelona, man.
You know what? You had, if you're a Barcelona fan, there was a really shitty one on X today. And you know what? Fuck you guys. That's just how it's going to be today. So,
Dave.
no, I kid, of course. If you're cool, you're cool, right? It doesn't matter which team you're going for. But Marcus Rashford, is he cool?
Yeah, he is.
He's serviceable.
Look, it became a very toxic relationship in between him and Manchester United and the Manchester United fans, and I think it's good for all parties to split finally. Now this is a loan, of course, like a 1 year loan with a 30 million euro buy option, but yeah, it depends on if Barcelona will get that money for the next summer transfer window and whether he will perform accordingly. And if somebody can do it, it's Hansi Flick, right? That man is a genius in isolating wingers, getting them open, very quick, progressive football. And if he doesn't get that out of Rashford, I don't know who can, honestly. And we don't need to kid ourselves, right? Like he will be the backup to Rafinha on the left side. because Ferran Torres is pretty much the backup, like for Lewandowski and for Yamal on the right side. So he will be the backup option basically to Rafinha. And Ferran Torres last season like scored from the bench 10 goals, 6 assists. And if Rashford even like comes close to the 20, I think it's a successful loan. Like in the end, it's just a loan. They're not obligated.
Just the
And
option. That's friendly.
and it's a good piece of business for Barcelona, man. Like in the past, they would have spent 120 million for a player like this.
Yeah, they still will. Just give them a minute. But next player, Dave, because I think we got
Good
more to
business.
go.
Yeah, unfortunately, Spotify is spending all that 120 million on more Joe Rogan experiences. So I don't know how
Oh,
much Barcelona's getting out of that deal. So Rashford, stay tuned more for that one. We're probably gonna do a little more of a deep dive into Rashford because it's a big one, Barcelona United. But this one, and Dave, if you haven't caught it, I'll put a link up here to his midnight walk and talk. He goes over this striker quite a bit, and that is Ekitike. Love saying his name. Ekitike. 79 mil. A lot of money. 69 fee. Here we go. Deal worth 79 million euro with 69 guaranteed and 10 million in add-ons for a 23-year-old French striker, my lord. Is this overvalued or what? What do you guys think?
I think it is.
It
It
is.
is. There's no way that it's not, but I think they're desperately looking for a replacement to move away from Darwin Nunez, and at this point they're just kind of like F it. How is it going to translate and how it'll go? I mean, from you look at it, he scored 22 in 48 matches. Not a bad goal scoring tally in the Bundesliga with Frankfurt from July 24 to now. From February to June, he was 16 and 4. I don't know. For me, again, it's a gross overpay, but you're paying on potential. Just because he's an Arnie slot player. He's a very big chance creator for his wingers as far as hold up play goes. Shot attempts are pretty high, pretty decent goal ratio. He's 58% on the defensive, so 58 percentile. So he's able to press and win the ball, which again is a slot kind of thing. So I mean, he's an all in out
And
like.
he's 6'4".
Yeah, I was about to say he's an all-in-out beefy number 9, which is something that I wish Juventus had, but they don't. But overall, I mean, is it an overspend? Absolutely. But again, his market value is 71 million, and you got him for less than his market value, so you can't really complain there.
Yeah. It is an overpay. It is. But in the end, that is a player they got him for the upside and paid for his upside. He had a very good season at Frankfurt, and dude, if Frankfurt buys a talented player, they will flip him like in 1 or 2 years for
Absolutely.
minimum like 75 million euros. Happened to Marmoush. It happened to, do you remember Luka Jovic to Real Madrid, Kolomuani to PSG? Like that happened a lot of times, man. And yeah, and he's the next like up and coming striker, and Liverpool wanted to be early on that one, honestly. And they paid they paid a bonus on top of that. Like because they wanted to be the early adopters basically of the new iPhone.
Pre-order. All right, Canadian Dave, what you got next for us? Because I know we got a list, and we have 5 minutes.
So that's our Premier League. We are now going to go over to Italy because we're going to do a little bit of an expose on Napoli's transfer market this season because it's quite good, quite interesting.
Right.
Honestly, I think, like in all honesty, it deserves its own video where we actually break down the moves. But just looking overall, Bukima as a center back, bringing him in, that's a great addition. Young center back, long-term player. Noah Lang, same thing again, 26 years old, a winger that you can utilize. Because Conte is more than likely looking like he's going to maintain the 4-3-3. Lorenzo Luca, big beefy forward that can be an alternative to Lukaku. Luca Marinucci, again, younger center back prospect that you could potentially cycle in. Ferrante, again, potential in later down the road. Kevin De Bruyne, great addition for win now, and that's what they're trying to do. And Rao, again, just long term, that's obviously going to be at some point a loan for him to go develop somewhere. I don't think they're keeping him on the roster. And then obviously
all their loans,
all their loans coming back. But no, I thought, again, if you look at it from a cost perspective, they did not scroll up to. I don't think they actually spent that much, ironically.
31 plus 25, so you're at 56 plus 9 mil. So 65 plus another 9, you're at 74.
It's almost like they have a competent sporting. It's like they have a competent sporting director.
I wonder where he came
that,
from.
and what we underestimate, like how much did they pay in total? Did you guys?
74.1 is what they're at right
and,
now.
And now you have to think like with how many players they also have to sell, because if you look at their current roster, it is. Hold up, sorry, I forgot.
They'll be at a net positive easily with the departures.
Yeah.
So
Like,
just winning the league,
they already earned 24 million, paid 74.10. They're at minus 50 right now. Just honestly sell a couple of them, and you are at you write a net zero or maybe a profit, and you're good for the next season. And then depending on where you finish and Champions League wins and all of that, like they will have cash even in the next time.
They're going to be built to last. Ironically, as much as I hate saying that, but they're going to be here
And
for a while.
the balance is so good, like
Yeah.
young talent, experience, like still Lukaku, who still had a very good season. That Osimhen money, by the way, that will hit. That's not in the books yet, but they will sell him to Galatasaray for what was it, 50 something? So that's already a net zero, right? And then adding those small pieces, Dash favorite young Albanian player, Luis Hazard, or is the moved last season there. Man, it's a good team. It's very balanced and with a great coach, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out who they can move on here, especially in terms of injuries as well. They might not even need to move much.
Now, for example, they want to sell. I don't know how to say his name, but Cyril, is it Nonji? Like how do you pronounce?
This guy Cyril Nonj. Yeah, this guy.
they want to sell him if I know it correctly.
You've got Raspadori they could move to.
And they want from what I heard, they want to keep Raspadori and sell Simeone because he's now in his 30s as well, and he's kind of you replace that basically with that striker production.
I mean, after Lukaku, it's all small money, but
yeah. But I mean, we could actually spend time diving onto this one in a separate thing. So let's see what you got next.
I mean, that's it for the for sures. Just kind of tease a little bit here as we roll out of this one. Isaac and Rodrigo, both on the cusp. Both of these guys could happen at any moment. Both of these are going to be big ticket numbers. I mean, Rodrigo, just anything from Man City, I feel is going to be a big deal.
Oh, absolutely. I'm kind of surprised they'd be moving Rodrigo already.
He just got back. I know. I mean, against Juventus and scores a goal. So, I mean, he still got something in there coming straight off an injury like that. So we'll be watching both of those very closely.
No, you think of the wrong Rodrigo. Real Madrid Rodrigo. Yeah, you confused the Rodrigos again.
Is it the other Rodrigo?
The Manchester City one?
Why? This is what I was saying before. There's so many Rodrigos, I can't keep track of them all.
Yeah. No, the Real Madrid winger Rodrigo. That's the one that Liverpool is interested in. I'm pretty sure I would be interested in Manchester City's Rodri as well, but that guy is.
And that's the thing. They call him Rodri, even though his name's Rodrigo.
I apologize, guys. He is Rodri, and Rodrigo is the one from Real Madrid.
One of the Rodrigos, I predict a Rodrigo is going to move this transfer market.
And on that note, we have filled you in on your Euro Dive transfer recap of the week. Obviously, we'll break down some more impertinent transfers and some things like that. Make sure you like and subscribe. And if there is a specific move or option you want us to look into, shoot it in the comments. We'll catch you on the next one.
Stay tuned for more.